Hello and welcome to the Change Gang podcast with me, your host, Laura Ordile. I'm here to help you hold on to your sanity and your soul as you move through big change. I'm here to guide you from frustration to flow in your life, bridging the practical and the woo, just for you. Let's go. Hey Change Gang, welcome to the week. We are going to hop in and have a conversation about Capricorn this week. So I did Sagittarius and then I kind of skipped over and did Aquarius, and I'm coming back to Capricorn now. We are actually coming into Capricorn season. If you or someone you know has Capricorn in the sun sign as their sun sign, they're going to be a leader, an executive, and sometimes maybe a little bit of a hermit. Capricorns are all about getting down to business. They're cautious and status conscious, and they have the role of the leader. They're very solid and reliable, and their identity is often wrapped up in work and money. They're here to keep order and maintain business as usual. They hold the rest of us accountable for manifesting our dreams, for manifesting in general, because they're dang good at it. And here's the kicker. With any sign that I talk about, they're either really moving into the aspects of what their sign is about, or they are doing just the opposite. So you might know some of the Capricorns that are lazy, they don't handle money well, they don't give a crap about work and responsibility. They are not living fully in the life that they have come in to live in. And hopefully that changes in their life at some point, that they really turn into the energy that they're meant to be living in. But it happens where they don't, or you don't, and it's not so fun when you're doing that. Moving into Capricorn in your moon. These people are going to turn to the reasonable, the logical. They're going to seek stability. That's what feels good for their emotional self, to really have the stability in place, the security there. The practical is the first path that they're going to go to. So if they're basically up against a wall and they have to react to something, they're going to react in the practical. Let's do this, get this done, move in this direction, and then they'll feel things a little bit later, hopefully, but maybe not. Just depends. Approval and recognition is important when you have Capricorn in your moon, or your moon in Capricorn. It's important. Your heart needs to be recognized, especially for those things that you've succeeded in life. And your heart will lean into the success of now, not the possibility or the future. It wants the success and the acknowledgement of what's happening now when it's in the present. That's a little bit of a differentiation with some of the other signs. They want to be in the present and in the now. And when that's not happening, it's not really as fulfilling for them. They don't want it tomorrow. They want to have it functioning fully in their life today. The security, the practicality, all of that. And if your Saturn is in Capricorn, work is life. There can be a lot of judgment here, especially around self. Very self-critical. There's an incredibly ridiculous tolerance for pain with these people too. And they search for success in reality, not in, again, the dreams of tomorrow. They want it in the now and functioning for them. They inherit a kind of wisdom, and they need discipline even in their ambition to things. They might be ambitious, but they're not going to be willy-nilly or flying in different directions, assuming they don't have any huge fire influences, because that can change things. The whole mix of your chart can change some of this, but this is a general idea of what's there. So it can be that they're especially lazy for a duration in their life, like I said, and in that they will fail to thrive in every way, including physically. And then if they turn that around, when they do move into the work aspect of thing, moving into that ambition, moving into the security of what's there and that organization of life, that physical part will change as well. And they will have high standards, not only for the people around them, but for themselves. Definitely for themselves. And the most critical sometimes of themselves, even though it comes out, it seems like oftentimes at other people. When you see someone that has this placement in the Capricorn and they're really being kind of hard on someone else, know that they're being hard on themselves as well, which isn't necessarily a good thing. I just want you to be aware of it. And they can show the rest of us all about manifesting. When their mindset is in flow here, oh my goodness, their energy is incredible. And it's important that they really have the focus in place and that they are moving that energy in the right direction and working with it at the level that they know they can get things done. And so if you have Saturn in this placement, give yourself a break. All right, first of all, know that you are incredible in the things you're doing if you're living in the aspects of it and not the one that's turning away from it. And if you are turning away, I would encourage you to step in a little bit more, because you'll see things go a lot easier in your life if you do. But if you are in this placement, do the things and show the rest of us how it's done, because it's pretty incredible. Now, if your Mercury is in Capricorn, then the mind is deliberate and can sometimes fixate on routine, even to the point of kind of repetitive thoughts, repetitive things that come through. And these are the people that at least always tend to think they're right. You know someone like that, right? They probably have this placement. They probably have their Mercury in Capricorn. They're right, and they will come back at you several times letting you know that they are right. It's interesting in kids to see this placement, because they will be the ones that will kind of argue with you constantly. And it does get frustrating, but if you continue to tell them what you need them to know in a way that's reasonable, eventually you'll get through to them. So don't give up on your little Capricorn kids. Their brain thinks in terms of the ends justifying the means. It just does. It's like they will find a way. And sometimes that's a good thing, sometimes not so good. It tends to be a reasonable thought for these people. Keep that in mind, okay? In mind for yourself too. And keep that in line and integrity with those ends justifying the means. And the mind here is full on corporate. Full on. The thoughts go towards, how is this helping? Who is it serving? How much is it profiting? And is it useful? That's key. Is it useful and is it profitable? Those are really key things that go through the mind when your Mercury is in Capricorn. And that's great, because we all need that in the world. We need profit and we need things to be useful. So that's a great thing. And these people are crazy smart. Crazy smart. They will really lead the way, find the way, show the way, and hopefully do it all, like I said, in integrity. Though sometimes they may seem a bit aloof or arrogant simply because they move to the answer. They are going to go and say, here's what needs to happen, or here's the answer, here's the way, instead of, and sometimes it might seem like they kind of run over the emotions of people. They're not going to be the warm, fuzzy people that care about how you feel about what's going on around you, or how you feel about your work environment, or anything like that. They're going to be the ones checking your productivity and wanting to know how to make that better, not how to make your life better. Just so you know. Just so you know. And you, or the Capricorn here, they can get the rest of us back on track. If we are not headed in the right direction, if we've kind of gotten off track with something, they can redirect us. They can show us, nope, here's how you get back on track. Here's how you do this. So know that. And if you are one of these people, know that you do that for the rest of us. And that's a great thing. Helping someone get back on track in their life and their work and all of those things is a great thing to do because a lot of people don't have that aspect in their life and they need it. So that's a great thing to have out there. Now, if your Capricorn is in Venus, it's all about finances, loyalty, and consistency. And this makes them feel loved and in love with the world. Money is magnificent here. If you lean into luxury, if you have your placement in Venus and you lean into luxury, oh, it feels so good. So good. Any chance that you get. And you should. And find the things that make you feel that way. So if this is your placement, or if it's someone else's placement, find the things that make them feel that way and bring those things into their life. If you have someone that is in this placement, their love language is abundance, luxury, and money. Surround them in that and you'll make them feel amazing. And I hope that doesn't sound superficial or anything. That's just how they feel good, because it brings security and it brings a feeling of success and it brings all of that they feel they're in the world to be a part of and to be accomplishing. And when you can help someone feel like they're living the life they're supposed to, that is their love language. And so don't judge that it is about feeling good to have money, feeling good to level up and be in first class instead of in coach. These people will love that. And a night at the best hotel, a crazy amazing dinner, or the highest quality sheets on the bed, that's a win. You will always have a win with someone with this placement if you do those things. Mars in Capricorn. Ooh, this is the manager. Manage it all. You can take on the project. These people can take on the project for the company. They can take over the company, actually. They can do it all of it, and absolutely succeed in it. They are amazing at showing how consistency can benefit us all. Mars is the energy of being out in the world. It's the energy of putting the work in, doing the thing, being motivated, being good at your job, being all of that, being good at life. And when this energy is out there, that's what's going to be a part of it. So if you or someone that you know has Mars in Capricorn, expect that energy. Expect them to want to manage your life and their life and all of the things around them. They're going to want to manage it because that's the energy that they have. So if you can allow that, great. If it's something that's not going to work for you, maybe give me a call and we'll find out how to best work around that and work with that and your chart so that it feels good for everybody. Okay, Capricorn in the North Node. This can bring a mix of family and business. Sometimes learning that there doesn't have to be a conflict, nor does there have to be a choice of one over the other. These people probably learned early on that they learned in their last life actually that family was important. All right, that was a big thing, leaning into family in their last life. So coming into this life, they're going to want to turn and focus into the success of themselves. Only there might be, especially in the early years, because of the responsibility that they have in their soul at this point, they might have more responsibility in those really young years than there needs to be. And so they might tend, especially around family. So it might be someone having to take care of siblings or help with a parent or help with something in that placement. And so they're going to want to kind of shift and really almost turn away from family and really concentrate in business and finding their way in the world and doing those things and really being successful there. And the thing is that it's a bit of a balance that needs to come into place, because that big swing into work is fine if you can do that and not shut out all of the family, because family is important in our life, even if they were difficult, even if it was something. Now, if you choose not to have a family at some point and that's what you want to do is have your career, that's great. And I would bet a lot of people who do that are Capricorns that have some big Capricorn influence in their life. But the thing with this particular placement is that you're going to have a little bit of it, that family influence kind of coming in, then that big heavy influence into the corporate world, into the success. And it's important to accept the responsibility of both and find that you can love your family and be a successful leader. You can, if you want to. It doesn't have to be a choice of one over the other. If you choose to make that choice, go for it. Absolutely. But it doesn't have to be. So there you go. There's Capricorn. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have fun. I hope it gave you some insight into some of the people maybe in your life or maybe in your own life. And of course, I'm here. If you would like to do a full astrology chart reading, I absolutely do those, and I love doing them. It's beautiful to show people all the influences that they have and how to work with them, how to manage them, how to bring the best of all of it into their own life. So I would be wonderfully excited to do that with you. And in the meantime, I will meet you right here next week. Have a great one. I hope today's episode was interesting to you in some way and fun. If so, hey, find someone to share it with. Maybe they need to hear it too, or maybe they'll just enjoy it. If you'd like, go ahead and grab my tips on supercharging your success. It includes a free short meditation to do just that. You can find that at bit.ly/supercharge your success. Until next time, happy day.